Welcome back, everybody. We are Father and Son's Trim Tutorials.
Good evening.
Robert Manaldo smoking on some RS11
Very good.
fire.
I think I was going to consider the ATF GDP.
Over here.
Yeah, good evening, Alvin.
Alvin Mace. Take your time. If I'm not here when you get back, I'll see you next week. Well, we're just starting, so.
Yeah, today's one of those hurry they go. The behind you get.
Right.
And
Let's see.
I don't even know. Is this the only pipe I got to smoke out of?
That one. Oh.
I took my wood one home, I think. Cool. Got several of those.
Yeah.
Hey, Richard.
Yeah, I think that's the only
All right.
pipe.
Good evening. Well, good evening. One and all, anyway.
Richard Hernandez. How goes harvest?
Cameo. My goodness. Yeah, we did make it. Tom Roth. Good evening.
Tom Roth. What
Double
up?
M Despo.
You
Even.
just use
Awesome.
water and soap to clean your deck? Yes. Just Dawn dish soap, some water.
Worked pretty
Just
good.
scrubbed everything. Just waiting for tomorrow. That way
How
I
was
can
your
start-
harvest this year, Cameo?
That way you can start trimming. Cameo. Yeah, I made it.
Waiting for tomorrow. That's when I start the tour. Very good. Very good.
Nice. You
Did anybody see the videos we did on the Trim Daddies? And
I think I still gotta put that one out.
yeah. Oh, okay. Because no, we kind of discovered for both makes of trimmers that trimming them when they're wet. I don't know I think the blades got to fit better together because the stems on the leaves would twist, and they wouldn't clip off. But when the buds dried out better, I mean, they didn't have to be totally, dry, but when they were dried out better, then the stems clipped easier. So we did come up with the idea that we thought though that having a speed control pedal, kind of like a Dremel, for on the floor would be
way better.
Way better, yeah, for your hand control and stuff like that of your machine. So, but that's on the video whenever it gets put out.
So the Hydro Hub trimmer, I think, is way better than the
I always had a good harvest. Sorry,
than the Trim Daddy.
shut her down till spring. Good idea. Hey, probably got trimming to do for quite a while, eh, Cameo? My 50th year reunion thing was a real good one over in Klamath. Yeah, we had a good time.
Sent him over with like 30 joints, and he couldn't even hand them out.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I couldn't believe it. Oh, well, proof positive. My class has become old fuddy duddies.
So
Yeah, they had a what is it? Where you go sing a karaoke thing for the music and everything this year. I think I was kind of disappointed about that. I think the guy kind of closed up early and went home. So. No, Cameo, for my class over in Klamath Falls, the same year as yours and my class, though.
Tom Ross, should I give plants a little cow mag or no way? How big are they?
Yeah, if they're within the first month, I don't know if I would at all.
I don't know if I would either.
No, Cameo, over here and over there, two different things. Over in Klamath. That's where I was at.
They were begging for weed. I was glad to take some pre-rolls.
Very good. Yeah, no, was really surprised, Got to see several people I hadn't seen in 40 or 50 years, which was pretty awesome.
See, you're not. Or they're not. How far along are your seedlings?
Well, they shouldn't be much more than a week or two.
Yeah. Because if you're just starting out, I wouldn't give them any cow mag or anything.
Yeah, not yet. So
I think that would be more for like
something that's really
later on
established.
in the grow, like during flower
Yeah.
or late veg, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Really, I thought about it. We rolled 29 really fat. I mean, big as your little finger joints.
yeah, finger joints.
And I smoked one myself, and I'm standing out there in the street, you know, and stuff like that outside. And nobody come within 20 feet of me. And believe me, that's weird for Klamath. That's weird.
There it
You
is.
never had so many gnats, huh? Bummer.
There it is. Yeah.
Gnats.
None of these fucking.
None come up, huh?
Found one in there.
There's one that's right there.
Didn't even crack.
Isn't that one?
No.
No?
That's
Oh, okay.
paralyzed.
Wonder what's up.
So none of our seeds so far have come
Hey,
up.
David.
The platinum sherbet, none of those have come up yet. So I started germinating some more.
Yes, I did, didn't I? Yeah, and you noticed.
David playing.
Have a sticky traps and fans.
Get yourself some sand. Some sand, Tom.
Yeah.
And,
Sand works fine for the tops, but you got to also pay attention to the holes if you got plastic pots.
yeah.
The bottoms, if you got cloth pots, that's different, you know. But still, for the gnats and stuff, sand, yeah. In fact, I think David's the one to come up with that idea.
He sure did.
And he's right there, yeah. Good evening.
Yeah. So, yeah, gnats are a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, they are.
But if you don't get it taken care of, they'll eat the roots of your plants. So,
No, the professor, he just told me, he says, if you have to, come right down to it or something like that. He says, use some liquid 7. Just be careful with it and do it like it says, believe me. And it, you know, 1 or 2 applications, I didn't have any troubles after that.
Liquid 7 is a pesticide that you can you can have mix it into your soil.
Mix it in with water and then water your plants with it, yes. And it works real good, but you got to be careful because it's just, like I said, it's a pesticide. And pot being what it is, it can absorb all kinds of things. So, but if you just do it once early on or something like that, by the time you harvest, there shouldn't be any troubles with it. So, in fact, the professor said anything after you started to flower, he said then you shouldn't have anything. If you sprayed before you started flowering, he said you shouldn't have any troubles by the time harvest was there.
Yeah, sticky
sand on top of the soil, yeah.
Like a
half inch or so, I think. I'm not sure how much David said.
Yeah, make sure it's the play sand. You can go to your local hardware store and get the bags of play sand.
Yeah.
And put it on top of the soil. It will kill their cycle.
Make sure it's play sand. That's right.
But I think, like Father said too, watch the holes on the bottoms of your pots.
If you're using plastic pots and
if
stuff
you're
like
using
that.
plastic pots, because they can still go in and out of those as well.
Yes, they will.
But how far down in the soil do you think they can go?
I think they go as far as the roots do. I've never really known, figured it out. They feast on the tail, on the very tips of the really, really fine hairs that, absorb at the end of the roots.
Yeah. Like a little dusting of sand? No, like
half inch or so.
Half inch or a little, like 3/4 of an inch, like a thick layer so they can't get through that sand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to make it so they...
Oh, no less than an inch.
No less than an inch, that's right.
So no less than an inch, Tom.
1 inch. Minimum. 1 inch.
That's just being safe, that's right.
So if you got too much soil in there, take a little bit of soil out, replace it with sand.
Well, excuse me. Yeah. So what kinds of strains did you try this year, Cameo? I'm glad you got a greenhouse all set up and ready to do that for you.
Right.
Yeah.
What strains did we get from her?
I'm bleaching my grow after this. Very good. No babies yet.
After this run, yep. Anytime, like I always have bugs or anything, like I always do a full on cleaning in the room.
No, David, we haven't had any. Evening, Glenn. That's what she said.
No, no babies yet.
No babies yet, yeah. So, but he is starting germinating some Agent Orange seeds. So you'll see how those go. I think we had enough of those other seeds. We could have tried to germinate and see how they go. Too cold. It's very possible, yes. It has been colder and wetter this year than it has been in a long time. And they say something about Lake Shasta not being able to recover. Lake Shasta is friggin' full. I'm not kidding you.
I wonder how
Immigrant Lake is full.
Is it?
Gerber Lake Reservoir over in Klamath is full.
I just remember the last time seeing Immigrant Lake, it was a puddle.
Yeah.
The dock was 80 feet from the water.
Yeah. So, no, all the lakes and stuff around are really full. The river is running. Rogue River is running clear up to the bank. If it rains, I mean, torrents like it has been for another month or so, or even it's possible they could flood. So,
Gorilla Glue,
that one Gnome candy,
candy,
and
Mount Hood
Magic,
and
Orange Sherbet Crusher,
nice.
Crasher,
Orange Fruity Pebbles, and Monkey Pie. Those all sound great.
Yeah, they do.
I'm intrigued.
Very good. I'm glad you did well this year, Cameo. You know a lot more than you did the year before, don't you? Yeah.
Just wait till next year.
Yep. You'll know more next year. I miss Gerber. Yeah, used to get a lot of crappies, that's for sure. We skateboarded or roller skated out there one year for a fundraiser when we was doing I think we were headed for Lubbock, Texas for nationals one year when we were playing hockey, and a bunch of us skated out there, and people went and pledged money for however many miles we went. And when we got out there, yeah, everybody was out there waiting for us and all that. It was great. But man, I'll tell you, my feet were tired, my feet were sore. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to play hockey for a few days before I went down to Lubbock to play nationals. Love my greenhouse. Good thing, huh? Very good.
Hell yeah.
They all did well. They're very good.
One thing about the greenhouses, though, they fill up fast.
Yeah, they will. No. Did you have them pushing the ceiling, Cameo? Trying to raise the roof? Yeah, I should. Yeah. I really do wish it would have been cool to check that one that we had the top, man. That one we topped at 12 feet, and then we
took like 3 feet off of it.
Yeah, we did. We took 3 feet off, and then it was still pushing the ceiling by the time we got harvest.
It would have been really nice to see how big that would have gotten.
I think 16, 17 foot or something possible.
That would have been insane.
Beyond. I had to tie the tops down.
Grow them along the ceiling. That's where it's warm. I like it.
The only way you can really get rid of, keep them from doing that, Cameo, is to plant later in the spring. You can plant as late as, I don't know, I put plants in the ground as late as July, 4th of July, even the 10th, and still have them big enough to put out, a pound or pound and a half a plant.
Mummy Mountain Indica planted his mid-July.
Yeah.
And he still ended up with
some big
good-sized plants.
Yeah. So just to bring them down so they're not pushing the ceiling. If you want, wait until the end of June or so before you put things in the garden. So they'll still be just as nice and big and gooey and everything. Yeah. Hey, Lone Barker, good evening.
Hello from Pockets. Nice. What's up?
The Highland up there.
Hello, Pockets.
How you doing?
Hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I hope you are too. Is it snowed over there yet? It should. It snowed a couple times where I'm at. I'm up up Gulf Creek, almost out by Gold Hill, and it snowed 2 or 3 times up there. Well, good. Are you getting anything done on your indoor there, Pockets? Are they seeded or?
I got some Agent Orange. I just did this last night, actually, so they're probably not. But I did try.
Oh, the gold.
Some of the full power.
Yeah. Okay.
To help start the germinating, and we'll see how well that works.
Okay. So if you do want another light pockets, you get a hold of Kale. He's got the other one.
The other 600.
Yeah.
Need the other 600.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to his partner there for that one. Santa Claus was good to pockets this year. It was nice giving you something like that, George.
That's awesome. Get your grow going. Get it going.
Get it going.
I'd say Saturday was insane. On the weather.
Yeah. Yeah, this time of year over there, it'd be every time the wind blows or something like that, the cloud pattern goes around the basin 2 or 3 times before it passes. Do we plug it into a regular outlet?
Yes.
Yeah. It'll work there. Just get one of them little, 10 or $9 or $10 timers like we used and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll work just fine. My brother lives out by the Navy base, and they got some snow over last weekend. Yeah, it was kind of. I noticed that all of a sudden the traffic got quiet after a while when I was sleeping one night. And yeah, just wow. Yeah, out and everything's all white. Nothing sprouted yet.
It looks like there's a couple starting to. But
yeah,
I think those need to be a little bit warm.
I know I train you to change your dirt too. I don't know if I plan on that or not.
So, no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna.
Just gonna have to go get another bag
and do a couple more jobs.
Yeah.
Plug it into another outlet, but unfortunately, the 600s won't plug into each other. But
no, they can't daisy chain.
That's okay. You can plug in, a multi-adapter to the timer.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 lights.
Yeah. But he'll figure that out when he gets the other one. But that one, 600, that'll get him, room for, space about like what you got here, 6 foot square, 7 foot square. He'll do one of those just fine. Yeah.
Jets are crazy coming out of that base of Klamath Falls. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
They're loud, dude.
Yeah. When I used to pick him and Elizabeth up from school, we used to stop there at the end of the runway, and the first month when they're having flybys, and we sit there in the back to pick up and eat lunch, and you see the base or the pilots looking like this over the out the cockpit and stuff like that, and they'd wait right until they had to come out the end, because the end of the runway is only like 50 feet from the fence and then the highway, and they wait right till they come out, and then they crank that thing up, and these go, and the whole pickup is just there, like that, just shake like crazy. It was fun. These guys, man, they just had big old kitty grins on their face. That the pilots did. They thought it was fun. I'll tell you, me and Pockets, we boogered with the base. We built a great big, like a 4-foot box kite out of Mylar, and had it up on like 50-foot test, fishing line, 50-pound test. And we had that thing out like 400 yards. I mean, we were out there a long ways. It really was. And yeah, Sheriff Red Britain come out and he goes, "Hey, what are you guys doing? We're flying a kite. You're flying a kite? Yeah. Well, what is it?" And we said, "Well, it's a box kite we made out of Mylar." And he goes, "Oh, well, that's what the blip is." So he made us reel it in and stuff like that. And apparently, yeah, that's what it was. The radar was picking up a blip off the Mylar.
Getting a blip on the radar.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, we were, I don't know, probably three miles from the base. Yeah, 3 miles out from the base. But yeah, Sheriff Red Britain, he was a good guy. That Red Britain was. He. Remember that, Pockets? Oh, yeah. They do a lot of flying in the beginning of the month when they get their allocations and stuff. The gas paper. Bummer. Yeah. I mean, sometimes there's always a cop around one of the local and he was Red Britain was one of the locals. He was born and raised there, and he could deal with with the Indians and stuff, which at the time back in the 70s were pretty rowdy. And I mean, you'd pull up a stoplight, and a shotgun may slide out from under their arm or something like that, and I was perfectly willing to run a red light, But no, he could deal with the Indians and everything over there, and people in general pretty well. He was just a good guy. I was really kind of missing him after he kicked the bucket and all that. So. You turn up?
Sorry, I just.
I turned it down till we're done. Yeah. Do you remember going out to the base? That was when the Blue Angels were there, and didn't you get John get you to sit? Was able to get you to sit in one of the pilot seats? I don't remember.
I don't think I sat.
Well, maybe he couldn't get you to do that, but he got you out there when the Blue Angels were there.
I do remember the Blue Angels. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that's pretty awesome. Oh, John there calling in the middle of the day. Get out of here! Get out of here! I might be able to get him in the cockpit. And that was pretty cool because they were doing things. I mean, like, they were doing slow flybys. The Angels were, and they were almost tail up. I mean, nose up and tail down, and they were just maybe 80 feet off the ground with their thrusters blowing on the ground, keeping them up. It was pretty cool looking. Never seen a jet go that slow before.
Hard to roll with a Band-Aid on my thumb.
That cloth one, they'll do that anyway.
Yeah, it's still slippery though.
It's funny because Dad told me about Blue Angels and stuff when they'd come to do the shows on the ships and stuff like that when he was in the Navy himself back in the 50s. So, or late 50s, I should say. Yeah. You ever seen a jet flying kind of like that? Because that's what they were doing out there. I just thought it was pretty cool that you was able to get out there and see one up close. Yeah, John, he was one of the head wire jigglers out there for him. Yeah, we jumped in the truck and ran right out there. And you see, me and a friend of mine, my bike mechanic Marvin, we was up on one of the knolls on the other side, the far side of the lake that was there, and we were watching the 4th of July show, and just as the it's starting to get good and dark, there are like 3 jets that come out. Actually, there's 4 because we see 4 sets of light, but 3 jets that fly in a formation, a circle, run like 3 circles around us, and all of a sudden they all hit their turbos, and they all really haul ass really fast. But this one, it hit the turbo at the same time. It went like 3 times as fast in the circle, but you really couldn't see, other than their thruster fire out the tail end of the plane that you could see. Still, it was kind of neat. We're looking at each other and go, did we just see something like that? Did we really see that? Yeah, we both decided, yeah, we really saw something like that happen. But we didn't see what it was that made it. So
I didn't see what
it was. Yeah. So now we always kind of figured they had a deep dark spot out there at the base. Because Klamath is basically the only stop between Washington and San Diego as far as the military bases. Winged fighters and stuff like that. So
because they got the one here, the one over there.
Well, they got the military. This isn't the military base here. Over there is a military base. So they've got airplanes and stuff like that and fighters there. So it is kind of a quick stop, but it's not very big. So let's see. Smoking mush. And old school.
The mush. Old school, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba Kush. Okay. Bubba Mush. Okay, that's
Kush, yeah.
Old school. I've never heard of
that. I really haven't been smoking much here the last couple of weeks. It's really been hard to breathe the way the weather is and all that. So
trying a joint of the Alaskan Thunderfuck crossed with Granddaddy Perp.
Yeah, it is getting old though. It's a little starting to brown.
It's a little dry.
Good stuff though. I ain't kidding you. Still got a decent smell to it. Yeah, 'cause you're telling when the photosynthesis slows down or quits, because see, some of it's green, some of it's not.
Yeah.
Really? Oh shit!
Avon calling.
No, it's Dad.
Oh shit.
Hello.
Always during the show.
Yeah, well, yeah, I made it. Hey, Pop, how you doing? I've read that on my messages and stuff. So where I'm at and stuff like that, there's no reception on my phone, so I do try to come down to where there's reception.
Like David
once a
said,
day
what's
anyway.
everybody smoking on?
Yeah, I'm out towards Gold Hill.
Let's see.
Yeah. So, yeah. Well, they're going good and all that. It's kind of cold, and
There we
I've been
go.
sleeping with a hot water bottle a lot. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's where I'm staying.
Going to smoke some monkey
No.
pie to make me pass out. Nice.
No.
Is that
I'm out.
that a
I'm staying
heavy-
out there. A cousin's place out in Gold Hill.
Is that a heavy
Up
indica?
Gulls Creek.
Monkey
I
pie.
remember where Gulls Creek is. Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see. So none of these started yet.
Yeah. Well, I'm here doing the show. So
Hey, let's see.
been able to. I'm here at Kale's. We're doing the show this evening.
So none of these have sprouted yet.
Yes, I'm here at Kale's. Yes, I am.
But
About what? Voting? Oh, no, I haven't. Not yet. I'll stop by tomorrow and see about that. And we'll see about getting it sent to you. So, anything we would do. I did find out that we couldn't just photocopy something and send it to you in a picture. So we're going to have a card and stuff, and we can pick that up. So, yeah.
there we go. I got a bunch of Agent Orange getting ready to germinate.
Oh, okay. Well, she might not until after the year. Yeah. There's a bunch on there cracking.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one there. So
Oh, that's. Oh, okay. No, that might be, yeah.
I did put some of the BioEgg, the full power.
So
in-
if we can send you
in
an
with these
application, you
seeds.
can just use it when you need to then.
in with these seeds to germinate.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's good. Oh, very good. Until you need to, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be about a year for the renters and stuff there that are there now. So, yeah. 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 Yeah, they mentioned that. So.
Anyway, I hope the Agent Orange sprouts.
It is, and it should be done every year.
Glad you smoke. Your doctor tried to scare the crap out of you today. Had a cat scan in my.
Well, not reapply. That what they're doing is people who have changed their affiliation.
In 3 years.
You know, they're
from the
to be.
doctor.
You know,
Yeah. So weed.
Yeah, I know.
Weed's
that.
the best medicine.
So but that's what they're talking
Kinda
about
love
clearing is those applications and stuff that changed.
Nice.
Yeah. No.
Calls me right
And
after the CAT scan.
They are
and
trying really hard to get rid of
to
the.
see me today. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they will. Sometimes
Hope
every
everything
year,
goes good,
sometimes
Glenn.
every 10.
You're gonna plant those 5 seeds of Agent Orange for this year. Agent Orange is one of those
Yeah.
ones that can get really big outdoors.
That's right. And then the 14% that don't, they get to use it against you. That's what they're doing with that 14% that don't do anything. Yeah, about 14%. That's right. No, they can't vote for them, but they can say, well, this 14% doesn't care what we do, so we can, it's okay with them if we do this. Oh yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing.
So on our
Yes, they are.
On our YouTube channel, we have basically hit our 1
I know they
million
can.
view mark on our YouTube channel. So we're going to.
I know that, Dad.
I'm going to start moving all of our content to our second YouTube channel, guys. So remember, Cameo. Glenn, I think you already did it, but if you haven't subscribed to our second YouTube channel, scroll down to the description below, hit the link for our channel.
Well,
make sure.
I know things just aren't like they used to be as far as
you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our
stuff.
videos.
They really aren't.
Moving all of our content over to that channel.
Yep.
But yeah. Congratulations.
Yes, it will.
1 million views. It only took years. It only took.
Well, you sound good, Pop.
9 years. 8, 9 years.
Yeah.
We would have been there a long time ago if it wasn't for YouTube and their restrictions.
No, I figured I'd give you a jingle or something like that later tonight or something like that if you didn't call. So
yeah, Glenn, try some RSO stuff like that.
Just keep in touch. Yeah, that's what I mean. Just give you a message or something like that. So.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, they're doing fine. They are growing like weeds. So, yeah. All right. I love you, Bob.
You have done RSO. Nice.
Bye-bye.
Did it help?
That's Dad.
Grandpa Bob lives over in Monaco.
Monaco, that's right.
Over in Monaco, France.
So he's up at, I don't know, it's probably 3 o'clock in the morning over where he is.
It's like 13-hour difference.
Before us, our time, yeah.
Yeah,
his time is like 13 hours prior to ours.
Ahead, yeah. No. He's in the future of us.
Well, it kind of seems that way, but yeah.
Let's see.
What's that? Yes,
tumor.
Because my smoke hasn't changed in 3 years, but I get a call from the doctor.
Calls me right after the cancer and says, it needs to see me today. Saying, smoke more weed.
Well, I think they're finding out that weed doesn't affect you at all like tobacco and all their additives do. They're finding that out.
Or either that or it's slowed the process down.
It's very possible. Curtail it some, yeah.
Tumor.
That's right. In which he might be kind of amazed. So I know Dr. DeArmond was when he figured out, with my lungs and all that. So he was amazed at how my lungs looked and clear and stuff in the or in the X-rays and stuff. So, yep, I prefer just smoke. That's right.
Smoke like crazy, and your lungs are still nice.
It's always nice to smoke your own too. I mean, like when I first started with the professor and stuff, it basically, the Gumby was started back in the 70s and stuff like that, and because of Carter being president, he agreed with the Mexican government to go and spray paraquat, in the plants and stuff, and that killed people. and made others just deathly sick. So that's when Gumby was first started, in the college and stuff like that. So for used in the horticulture class. So, and learning that, yeah, it's been nice not having to worry about what's in your smoke. When you know what's in your smoke, it's okay.
So. Is that where Gumby started out? Was in college?
Yeah, it was designed for that. Yeah, because it was a 12 it was a root system from a female plant from Maine, and it was a Kush plant from I don't remember where it was, where the Kush plant was from, but they were both 12-week cycles, pretty much. So when they grafted it together and stuff, it made. I mean, it would finish out. You could clone it and start it, and in 2 to 3 weeks you could cut it back, and in 6 weeks you could harvest. So it did a 12-week cycle at school, which was in one semester for the college students. So that's what they used in the horticulture class for a long time, for years and years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then when I got it and stuff, I had it for 9 years, I think, and doing 5 systems a year.
Nice.
Yeah, well, 5 systems. That's like Dougie years. 5 years to one of ours. So it really was good stuff. It really was. I mean, and Gumby went other places. I mean, we was able to send it to Germany and to France and a couple other places. Spain, they liked it there. Just
I don't think we have any in Spain.
No, I don't think we have anybody in Spain on our,
Nope.
our thing either.
Nope.
No.
France, yes.
A couple, yeah, 1 or 2 anyway.
Yeah.
So.
London and France.
Yeah.
We got some gnome candy. Made some killer can of cream. Within seconds, the pain is gone.
Not the sacred plant for nothing. That's right, David. No kidding. Yeah. It really was kind of disheartening when I heard or not disheartened. Amazed that they got busted. It was an illegal grow and they got busted. They were feeding watering the plants with fentanyl. Yeah, and I was joy. I mean, I don't mind a bus like that going down because I mean that's wrong.
That kind of.
I mean, if you want to do it for your own plants, that's
needs to go
fine.
down.
But stuff that's going to affect thousands of people, with intent and stuff like that's wrong.
Right.
That's just wrong.
Sell a big old quantity, separate it out and give it to a bunch of the.
Yeah, I mean they got busted with what 4,000
dealers
plants or
and
something
stuff,
like
and-
that.
Yeah, that's
Imagine.
wrong.
No kidding. I'm almost out of that to get growing.
Oh,
Do it when you want to, Glenn. Do it when you want to.
I thought about taking some growing time off, but look at what it
Made some killer kind cream.
got some other
Very
stuff.
good, Cameo. Very good. That
Can't
stuff you
stop.
gave me last time, I used it all. It really did. I even had a friend that had a bugged up elbow, and so I let him have the rest of it because there wasn't much left in the bottom, but it worked really good for him. He thought it was great.
I also heard that some growers were trying to make fatter buds by spraying them with cornstarch.
I don't know if that would work or not.
I don't know either. I don't think so.
Fatter buds, that's just, I think that comes in the training, I would think.
I mean, there's
Harder stuff, yeah.
there is tons and tons and tons of fertilizers and stuff out there that you can use for bulking up your plant.
You're right, David. They should get life for that. That's murder, and that's intent. If
Exactly.
you ask me, that's premeditated and everything. So life or something. That's just wrong. I mean, I've done it with other things, and stuff, but that was by people's design and what they wanted. And believe me, it actually worked. It did some doing. I mean, the coffee thing was the one thing that Brother Deer liked, and the coffee it really did good with that. Jack with the Jaeger is the one that did the coffee thing the best. So
Definitely made like a more active stone, especially if you don't drink coffee.
Yeah.
And then you smoke that.
Yeah.
Caffeine check.
well, and it did give it kind of the brown hue to the harvest. So I mean, it was almost brown when it was harvested and dried.
Just sucked up the color of the coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, Brother Dury gave some samples away to friends, and they said they went home and cleaned house and brought it back.
Cleaned house for hours.
Yeah, and brought it back. Okay. Yeah.
Who would want to smoke that crap? Not me. Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, but if they're not going to tell them, I mean, I don't think that they'd say anything about it when they, you know.
I don't even really like taking weed from other people. I'd be like, I grow, I got my own.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like, giving samples away and stuff if people want, but I really, sometimes, I mean, with our family and stuff, what people we've gotten and stuff from them, what we've grown and tried and stuff has been great stuff. It really is. But just, I'm pretty leery, like Spud is, about just taking a bag of stuff from somebody. And it's weird because you never used to be that way.
Right.
I mean, everything used to be pretty cool. So
now it's like, can't trust anybody.
Yeah.
What they
and
grow.
Cameo's got it right there. She loves knowing what's in her grow. That's
Exactly.
right. So,
yeah.
And I tell you, I think 100% of the people out there growing their own feel the same way. And that's basically why they're doing it. Some people do it because it's now legal to try, but there's others that do it because they like knowing what's in their own smoke.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is one of the reasons why I grow.
Some grows are trying to make fatter buds. Yeah.
I think these are
triploid seeds. Is it? Let's see. OU812. Let's see.
Have you ever heard about triploid seeds?
Are those feminized or something like that?
I have not heard of triploid seeds.
Triploid, me neither. I only smoke from friends stuff. That's great. What they use, very good, David. That should be practice for about anybody anymore. I mean, it's
safe practice as far as growing and smoking and sharing smoke.
Yep. So that and making sure you in your area you keep your pets out of your room. Yeah, and out of your drying area. So that's also a good thing, because someone like me, if you have someone with asthma or something like that, you smoke a cat hair, and for me, I would seize right away. I would have a really hard time with it and probably end up in the hospital. So that's something that we've had to be very careful about. Even 20 years ago or something when I was growing, we figured that out. So see, I've
seen triploid on the pheno hunt I did with Humboldt Seed Company, and they're amazing. Okay.
Very good.
There's a little feedback. Nice.
Good. So OU812, you can get a hold of David Payne or something. He can tell you a little more about them than we can. So yeah. Generally, anything coming from Humboldt is pretty well done in fact, and they've got a pretty good rep about their things that they have from there.
Some of them are spendy, but they do have some damn good strains.
They do. Good strains and good business and everything out of there. Of course, they know they've been doing it. Even the cop down there knew that they were getting new cars and stuff that were from the people that were growing. So they really only went and busted when they absolutely had to. So.
Okay. Love knowing what goes into the grow. Definitely.
Yep.
Heavenly Cross. Oh, are those seeds?
What's that?
In that jar.
Yeah. Like those heavenly ones are all those different brand strains with heavenly. Yeah. Heavenly was the one from out at Williams. Yeah. And Dave, he just crossed, everything he could think of with it. Some of them are pretty good. Some of them, there's not very many seeds, and some of them turned out pretty good. We used a couple of them just as kind of surprise things for prize things that we did one time, and people had pretty good luck with them, I guess.
What did we do? Heavenly.
And there was a dragon's breath or something like that. Didn't we?
Perp. We were doing some of the heavenly strains.
Yeah, we tried a couple and we did okay with it. But some of the other couple of the others we sent out as extras, for gifts, and we told them that these hadn't been tried yet. So yeah, but no, there's 8 or 10 different strains in there, all crossed with heavenly. So, heavenly was kind of a real nice. I don't know. I couldn't call it Hawaiian, but it was a nice creeper, kind of a slow creeper weed that with whatever else that Dave crossed it with. And that's somebody I'd really like to get a hold of. I haven't seen for a long time or heard from in ages. Was David. I mean, a brother-in-law. So
Dave,
yeah, I got his number on one of my old flip phones, but I haven't been able to.
I think I seen
Get a
his
hold of
name come across Facebook the other day, but
Yeah.
There was no picture, so I don't know if it was actually him or not.
See, I only just heard of them, but don't know much about. Let's see, heard there are sterile plants and that can't be pollinated. Well, that might be a possibility. So yeah, if you can Google it or something like that, or if David can put up some information for you, maybe we can find out more about that part too.
Maybe look up the
Humboldt, so no
Humboldt
males
Seed
running
Company.
the grill.
Look
That
up
would
the
be a
Humboldt-
benefit, yeah.
Look up the Humboldt Seed Company and search those on their site.
I don't know how they would get it like that either, but believe me, technology's gone so far in the last 30 years, it's unreal. Yeah.
I'd like to get a purple strain this year. Purple Kush.
Yeah.
Kush.
You saw them at Humboldt also. But yeah, that would be a good, if they can't pollinate them, then you'd be buying seeds every year, which would be a benefit, I mean, to the company that's doing them.
Yeah.
But like I said, it would save, your plants being pollinated by another grove somewhere.
Which is very likely,
Yeah.
especially around here.
Yeah. Even with some of the big grows and stuff, the farm grows and stuff they've got out, there's driving by and stuff like that. They're even from the road and stuff. Sometimes you can see what a male plant will do.
You'll see all flowers, and then you'll see one was
kind of a whitish look sticking up off one side, and darn good and well that's not a bud, that's a male. So how big a space are all of those plants of that pollinated?
It's like, do they let those go, or
I think they
eventually go out if they see it?
Well, they'd have to pull the whole plant because clipping off one branch ain't going to stop the plant from hermaphrodite.
Right.
So, and hermaphrodite comes just from, cloning a strain, too many times actually without pollinating it. Because you do need to grow it and pollinate it every 4th cycle or so, I would think. That and the plant or the bud would start to diminish in size and weight. That's just a natural cause.
Yeah.
So, I think a seedless. Let's
think of it like a seedless water.
Really big for cannabis farmers, so they don't have to worry what their neighbors are growing. That's true. So
stuff is dry, but it is good.
Yeah. No, the Alaskan Thunderfucks. Oh, this one's been really good since they got it redone. But with the Granddaddy Perp, it was really nice.
If you want to take some, I think this is the last of
the Granddaddy Perp
of this.
Yeah. I got my little green box clear full of stuff. I haven't been smoking, like I said. Yeah. And we'll see maybe around the first of the month or something if I can swing a bag of dirt for you or something. So, not sure. You can only recycle the dirt so many times, So.
Yeah.
Most of those were down pretty good. At ½ inch or so.
Yeah, we didn't go too deep.
No, we didn't.
There it is.
Still not seeded or spread?
Bring it up. Is that it? No. Yeah, that's right there.
Not sprouted, no?
That's it right there, though.
Huh. That's weird. Maybe you should try to germinate some other ones.
Not even cracked.
Huh. Gonna have to keep them warm.
It's been 70 degrees in here.
Yeah.
And that's warm enough.
Yeah. Let's see, and you'll see friend James and stuff like that. He keeps keeping them in the dark too. You should.
Let's see if we can find this one right there. There's that one.
That doesn't look like a seed.
Nope.
So they're clones already. Well, you mean like the seeds from Humboldt, Glen? Yeah, kind of. I would think, but they're how they get them to how they keep them from pollinating. I'm not real sure.
Yeah, I would
But
like.
even a clone, you can pollinate.
Yeah,
Clones from seed. Yeah, yeah. I mean, then they're going to be female. Yeah. No, I don't know if they'd have males in the seeds or not. It wouldn't help. I mean, if they don't pollinate,
You
just
make
get
a
rid of them.
non-pollination plant.
I don't know. With more of a scientific go through than we got here.
I don't know.
No.
I'm kind of on the fence on that one.
As far as I've seen, we're the biggest flower like baseball bat. Let's see. So the rock hard and the resin heads were amazing. Very good.
Hell yeah.
No clones, just seeds.
Baseball bats.
Very good.
I still remember the Girl Scout cookie
Oh yeah.
buds. Man, just
Yeah.
huge.
I thought about V the other day too.
Huge.
I'm hoping he's doing all right.
We still only have one of those seeds.
Yep.
The Girl Scout cookie.
Yes, and no pollination had to be clone only. It would be a sort of, I guess it would be. But a clone just makes it female. It doesn't mean it can't be pollinated.
Yeah,
No.
because I do think any plant can be pollinated.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
I
who knows?
myself haven't seen a plant that can't get pollinated.
Yeah. Well, times are changing, dude.
But that is true. A lot of shit's changing.
Yeah, they really are. A lot of times they're just ideas and stuff, like you used to have way back, like getting rid of the mercury vapor lamps and stuff and just going totally high pressure sodium. That was just an idea, and the professor was okay with trying it, instead of switching. Why switch when it grows just fine? And the reason it did that, I thought that was because when you switch the lights and stuff, it didn't help. It didn't hurt it. In fact, the plant, just sort of slowed down for a day or two and then changed, in this flower cycle. So I was just figuring with the color array and stuff, the UVs and stuff, that it'd go ahead and work, and it did. And in doing that, actually, it cut, I would figure, about a week's worth of time down, using just the high pressure sodium. Because going from the blue light to the orange light always took a week or so for it to change. And when you didn't have to do that, all you had to do was cut the time down, and the light was already there. All it did was take a couple days for it to go from veg to flower. They were made at the University of Davis. Huh?
Nice.
Very good. Still, it'd be kind of neat to figure out how they did it. Yeah.
Contact the university.
They're splicing the genes on all the time. Yes, they are. They'd have to.
Yep.
Figure out what gene or what little genome or something it is to take out for the pollination thing.
That's how there's so many fucking strains nowadays.
Yeah, no kidding. So, just think, I mean, they should be able to do that to our DNA and stuff. We reach out there and pick out that little thing that's got that tumor growth in it, that little genome that grows tumors. They only do that for rich people. Shame on them. Yeah.
Well, can't wait till these plants start growing. It's naked in this room again.
Yeah, it almost echoes, huh?
Again, as it echoed last time. It's
Still,
empty
I
in the
think we
room.
probably
It's
put
quiet.
these things in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would work better than being in the light.
Just shut this off when we're done.
Yeah. You better just, cover it somehow, with something. Not heavy.
Not really any need to have the light on anyway,
But
but
still, doing how that person did with the upright.
oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, good idea. I mean, then the roots go down like it normally does, and the seed is in the proper position when you plant it to go ahead and continue to grow and then sprout. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a good idea.
Where did we see that?
It was on just one of our contacts decided he'd do it that way. It wasn't a video we got to watch or anything, but at the time we were talking about when you're planting seeds, put the clones or something, put the popsicle stick here, and then move the dirt over to hold the plant, your germinated seed. That way you're not going to crush the seed and then fill in, the hole behind it. That way it just holds everything there when you put it in the dirt to hold your seed up. And he come up with that idea. So that's what he tried, and it worked out okay. So, use all the time. Yes, they can.
Splicing the genes. Making different strains.
Do you check out any of the universities and stuff for grow type stuff there, David? Be cool if you did. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit, they gotta have fertilizers and everything there too.
Right?
Yeah. Proper ones and
Wonder what
new
they
ones.
use.
Yeah. Any of them use the bioag?
Right?
Yeah. We had pretty good luck with this last try. So yeah. Kind of makes you wonder what we're gonna do with all that stuff we got out there outside. Enough to last forever for a long time
Eventually
anyway.
use it.
Well, we might. Shit, why not?
Like I said, we go from never having weed to always having weed.
Yeah, it's like a kid with
Not
candy.
having enough fertilizer to
Having a lot
never
of it.
needing to get fertilizer for
years,
a very, very, very long
They
time.
take 2 chromosomes from one plant. Oh, and one from one plant. Let's see. Most plants have 2 chromosomes. This one gave 3. Oh, people that made them are way too smart for me. Well, they're just down there with a microscope where they could take that one little genome out, the little pollination thing, and
real microscopes.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. But after they do that, then they're gonna have to figure out how to pollinate it to get this thing to make seeds. So that's where they're gonna have to do it.
Yeah. I'll stick with growing and pollinating.
Yeah, it's fun. That way you learn the goings of the average plant worldwide. I mean, not just pot plants, but I mean the average plant outdoors does the same thing.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Wish I was rich enough to be able to have some sort of game for people. We haven't done that in a long, long time. And I'm ashamed of ourselves.
Right. And I know when we were supposed to do our joint rolling competition, I ended up getting COVID. So that kind of fucked things up.
Yeah, it did.
So we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's see.
What are we doing
here? Just want to look at something.
You know what?
Just want to look at something real quick.
Oh.
We're still rolling, but.
Kids doing computer stuff.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
Let's see.
Well, that was us for a minute.
Yeah, just a second. I'm going to look and see. Load, you bitch. Let's see. New channel.
Game what? It's making our people wonder.
Say, we're still
Oh, I know we are.
we're still live.
Wonder if they're seeing it too.
No, I don't think so. All right, so let's see. As of right now, we have 999,962 views.
Wow.
So we're just right around the corner from our first million views on YouTube.
No kidding. Awesome.
Just right around the corner,
Getting there.
which is, that's I think that's a big milestone. Big
Dave's been
stepping
told
stone.
2 different times. You still don't get it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out what they're talking about sometimes. When they're talking about at least taking a genome out and how they get the plant to really produce seeds and not be pollinated.
Not supposed to get stoned before they try to explain that shit to you. If you're rolling in the time limit, you beat me.
Sometimes you can roll pretty quick joints.
I don't think I've really timed myself to see how fast I can roll one. We did that joint rolling competition ourselves, but that doesn't tell you how fast you can roll one.
I think you'd have to have somebody sit there with a wristwatch or a stopwatch and do it for you.
Yep.
Do the time thing.
Yep.
So, but yeah, having stuff ready to go and roll and everything, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
I bet you could roll, one every 4 seconds or something.
Think so?
Yeah. Possible?
That's possible.
4-second joint?
Have to lose the Band-Aid.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have, you reminded me about that one. We have our video coming out of us playing with the Trim Daddy.
Yeah, we trimmed up our Jack Frost and stuff with it.
And the Hydro Hub electric trimmers, and we're comparing the two trimmers. And honestly, I think I like the Hydro Hub.
I do too. I think because it had the speed and everything all on your handle.
It had the power button.
Yeah, with the Trim Daddy, it's on a separate box, which is kind of inconvenient. And but both of them, you have to make sure the wire, your line is behind you, so you don't clip it. When you're just doing something other than trimming, because you can do that pretty easy.
Maybe I'll get a hold of Trim Daddy and suggest them do an upgrade with a foot pedal.
Yeah, a foot pedal like a Dremel or something would be a good idea.
That would be ideal.
Yeah. Then you could go as fast or you want, as slow as you want. For whatever situation you need it on the bud.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would work better. So.
Stuff a bud in your bong. Fast as crap. You could probably do a few of those real fast. Bong loads real fast.
Yeah. Bong with that, I would smoke the bong a long time. It's just too much lung power for me to do it anymore.
I haven't even hit the hookah in a while.
Yeah.
I think it needs cleaned. Gotta clean it.
No, just keeping up on my meds and stuff for my lungs and stuff is a hard enough time.
Yep. But yeah, look at how much of a difference washing the walls of, with the Mylar and everything. It made a huge difference. There was a big film from all the spray, the green cleaner. There was a good film on there. There still kind of is. You can, it's a little hazy, but it's still
light reflective, but you can see it on the dirt here and stuff, So.
Yeah, very reflective still.
And with the truss here in the middle, that really reflects it back out too from the center.
Yep. All right. Well, anyway, hope these babies grow right here because we need to get something in the soil. So.
Let's see here. These platinum sugar, you might as well try to germinate them, see how they do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was germinating thing, then try it, because that's what you were going to try for the system. So, and that really was good smoke. It really was.
Yeah. Platinum sugar.
But I think, like you said, making sure that's in a dark cover with something, yeah, would help it also.
Yeah. All right. Will do. All right, guys. That's about it for this Friday night live stream. Remember, Monday we have our video coming out of playing with the electric trimmers.
Yep.
You have smoked cigarettes for 50 years, and Mr. Doctor can't believe I still have good lung power.
Very good.
Well, yeah, if you're still hitting a bong, you still got some sort of good lung power.
Yeah. Well, changing the minds of your doctors, that's a good idea, because it keeps them on their toes. Believe me.
Anyway, guys, thank everybody for joining. Glenn, David Payne,
Thanks
Cameo,
for the information, David.
OU812. I think that's
Thanks for checking in.
I think your name's George. David Payne and everybody else who joined.
Cameo, nice to hear from you. It really is.
Right?
Yep.
Nice. Good to know you're still around.
It is.
Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Be cool. Be safe. We love you guys.